Good morning, everybody. So we're going to be doing a painting together. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get on, and we'll get started. I do apologize. I have some sort of cold and congestion and stuffiness this morning, so I sound horrible. Sipping some of my coffee, so I can get started. But first, we need to assemble our items that we need to go to do our painting. We're going to do a dandelion painting. So we have a white canvas, we have blue, black, and white paint, acrylic paint. I'm going to be using a palette like this. Also, we'll use Q-tips, a couple of Q-tips, and paintbrushes. So we need big and small paintbrushes and just the acrylic paint. I went ahead. I'm gonna be doing the blue background. I went ahead and mixed some blue and white because I want to do like a radiant or like lighter blue. So mix some of my blue and white together. So I'm ready for the background there. So we're going to get started. Putting my paint on the palette, so everybody can gather your items up and get ready to do a very simple, easy painting. Let me know if you're having trouble hearing me. I will be following on another phone so I can see the comments, so I don't have to try to read the comments while my phone is videotaping the painting process. So right now I'm just filling my palette with the paint that I'm going to be using. And I have all of my items gathered around me that we'll be using today. So we're going to get started. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please share the video so others can join. I'm going to start with the blue. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. So, kind of having a little bit of trouble with my tripod. I do apologize. It's kind of my first time. So we're going to start with the blue. And I do think that painting is a very great release of tension and stress. So I'm doing the lighter blue at the bottom and a darker blue at the top. We're just covering the canvas, and I want it to be kind of chunky. I don't want it to be just one solid color. So we're just doing the bottom and the lighter blue, and we're just covering the canvas. If I had a little bit of a bigger brush, that might have helped. But I don't like my big brushes as well as the smaller ones. And this is for fun and for stress release. So don't feel like you have to be an expert on anything. We're just covering, making that white canvas into a blue canvas. So now I'm going to go into my darker blue at the top. Make sure you paint the sides as well of your canvas, so that, because that is part of your painting, is the sides. And again, I'm just getting paint on the canvas at this point. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. I will, following the comments with my other phone. Please let me know if you can't hear me, and I will speak louder or try to adjust. Or if you have any questions, if anyone ever has any questions, please feel free to comment. So we're just adding the color to the canvas. Doing kind of variegated, the blue. But I want it to be, like I said, I want it to be kind of chunky and not one color, but several colors. So we're just kind of variegating the blue. Kind of blending it a little bit. And I'll do the back. Sorry, I'll do the bottom with the painting. And that's pretty good. We just wanted to get some color on there. And I didn't want it to be solid any color. I wanted it to be kind of chunky and kind of abstract. In fact, I'm going to put some white. Just going to throw that in there too. There we go. Okay, so that will not take a minute to dry. So I'm finished with that brush for right now. I'm just going to throw it into some water, into a cup of water while I'm working, just so that it doesn't dry out. Acrylic is very easy to work with. I'm trying to keep my mouth moist so that you can understand me. All right, so our next step we're going to do is a black stem for our flowers. So you're going to need a small brush, one of the smaller paint brushes for that. And because the black is darker than our background, this doesn't have to be completely dry. It does dry very quickly, so you'll find that this is almost dry already. It won't take a minute or two for it to dry. Acrylic dries quickly. It's harder to work with. Oil painting, sometimes And I love oil. You can work with that. You can manipulate it and work with it for days because it takes forever to dry. Acrylic dries very quickly. So we're going to just take a little bit of our black paint here onto our brush. And I appreciate everybody joining and everybody liking and sharing. So with the black, we're just going to make a line, and it does not have to be perfect. We're not doing anything of any perfection. We're just going to have some fun here. So with the black, we're just making a black line up our canvas. That's going to be our stem. I wanted to do a bigger brush, I think. So I traded my brush for one slightly bigger, just so that you can see it easier. So we're gonna make a couple, just wherever you want your flowers. Just make a stem. Bob Ross used to say, "Happy trees." Well, we're gonna make happy flowers today. I used to love listening to him. Right, that's all there is to it. Just make sure that that's dark enough so that you can see it. Like I said, nothing perfect about it at all. All right, so that's our stem. For our dandelions, we are going to use Q-tips. That's right, not a brush, because the Q-tips make a perfect little round dot. So you can use the Q-tip to get the petals of the dandelion on. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and please comment, like, share. Tell me if you paint. Tell me if you've had any experience with these kind of things. And be sure to share with any friends that you think that might be interested in doing a tutorial on painting. So we're going to go in to our paint again with the Q-tip with the white, and you're going to, before you do that, let's do one more thing. Let's make some lines for guidance. So let's do, from the center, let's do a line out just for guidance. Just some lines in the white. Just like this. Try not to get into that black because it's probably not quite dry yet. Okay. This is going to help with our dandelion roundness and give it a little background. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lines in for both of my flowers. When we're done with this, we'll have wishes. I find painting to be very stress relieving. I'm sure everybody's had a lot of stress this week, and I know I have. So this is very, very good for stress. So we're going to take our Q-tip with our white on and just dab the ends. Start there. And add more in between. And this doesn't have to be perfect. Again, art is not about perfection anyway. And we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to have fun. If you joined and missed any of this video, I will upload it later. So we're just going around in a circle with our blue page with our white dots. And the only thing I'm trying to do is create a round dandelion using the Q-tip for the dandelion's petals. I'm trying to keep up with any comments anyone has, any questions. This is a beginner course, so trying to make it as easy as possible for anyone to do this. You're just making dots with a Q-tip. Can't get much simpler than that. All right, what do you think? Maybe one more row around, make it a little bit bigger. And I am appreciating the shares and follows and invites that y'all did. Everybody who is joining, we're just doing a beginner painting. It's called Let's Make a Wish. I'll get a new Q-tip for the other one. And I like the Q-tip because the circles with the dots are not exactly perfect. And nothing is perfect in this world, including the dandelion. So just adding the white to this one. We're going to make this one a little bit smaller than the first one. That first one's a little bit taller and a little bit bigger. And in my vision, at least anyway, you can feel free to do yours however you want. There is no limit to your imagination and whatever you want to do. I'd keep just dipping the Q-tip in the white paint and just applying it. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. I do appreciate it. So I think this one is almost about done. Don't want to make it too much bigger. I do think it needs a little bit more on this side. Kind of doesn't look like it's completely as full over here as it is the other side. So I'm going to add just a little bit more here. And then I think we're going to be done with that. So this is a very quick and easy project. The next thing we're going to do is just add the dandelion leaves, the dandelion petals in the wind. So I have some really thin white paint. Thank you, Bliss. Thank you for joining. I love dandelions too. So I don't know how much you have seen. So that we did the back in just two different colors of blue, a darker blue and then a lighter blue. I mixed some blue and white together and blended, and then the black, just simple black stem, and then I used Q-tips for the white. Now we're going to do the dandelions that are blowing in the air. So I have some really thin acrylic white, but if you don't have thin acrylic white, you can always water your paint down. This white, I don't know, my daughter paints too, and it's her paint, and it's so thin that it explodes when I open it. So I have to be careful opening it. But you can just get some water and water your white down. And then we're going to add it to a bigger paintbrush. I love painting too. It's so much fun, and it's great release of tension. It's been a very tense and stressful week for me. So I needed to paint anyway. But this doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just going to use our thumb and splatter the white on the canvas. That just gives it some white. That just adds some white to it. Makes it look like the dandelions are blowing in the wind. At least that's what I imagine when I look at it. I'm just going to do a couple more. I think that's going to be enough for me. Of course, painting is also very messy. And I think most of it, the blue is about dry. Like I said, the acrylic paint dries very easily, very quickly. So don't forget to do the edges. I think I got most of this edge. I'm going to go through now and finish the edge. I appreciate everyone who joined today. For our quick little tutorial on dandelion painting. I'm going to do the darker on the bottom. Just covering the edges here. Trying to make sure that all of the edges are covered, painting the bottom, doing the last bit of blending that bottom out a little bit. Because I wanted it to be chunky blue, and I don't know if this light shows the chunkiness or not, but it does have a lot of blue streaks in it and brush strokes. I wanted to see that. I didn't want just a solid blue background. So I think that is going to be about it for that painting. So that was a very quick 30-minute painting. Yes, some texture. I love color too, so I like to try to add color and feeling to a painting, and not just. It's not, for me, it's not just throwing paint on. So the only other thing I have left to do, really, of this painting is to put my name on it. And then it'll be done. So if you are interested in catching up from the beginning, I'll save and download this video, and we'll post it on YouTube and then share it, so you can catch up on doing it from the start, and then trying to get my paintbrush to work right so I can put my signature on there, which is kind of a messy signature, but you know, nothing, like I said, nothing is ever perfect. I haven't started doing uploading things in YouTube yet, so this will be probably the first one. I did make some videos of the first painting that I did, and I'll upload this one too. But so I will start using YouTube. I just hadn't started doing the YouTube yet. I was looking at my old YouTube. And what I had posted, because I did a lot of animal rescue, and it's got a lot of dog videos. I'll probably just leave that and just add my new videos to it, and probably won't delete the dog videos because they're kind of cute. I was trying to get dogs rescued from high-kill shelters, and I did a lot of that before. In fact, speaking of which, I have one that's wanting to go out. Hold on one second. surprised the house has been. I'm really surprised the house has been as quiet as it has been for me this morning because I have 4 dogs and a cat, and they're all like quietly just letting me do my thing this morning. That's kind of why I did it in the morning, because mornings are kind of a quiet time in the house. So yeah, I will definitely work on my YouTube and work on my playlist. Like I said, I did a lot of the YouTube videos before, and I hadn't really messed with YouTube in a while, but I'll definitely get that done. I used to do. Yes, thank you, Raven Gate. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bliss, for being so supportive too. And Ravensgate, it's good to see you. I do apologize if I sound rough this morning. I have a cold or something, so I'm trying to fight that. It's been so stressful. I had a car wreck and totaled my truck, and now I am automobilist, I guess. I don't have a vehicle, and I'm trying to figure out how to take a loan with semi-poor credit and no down payment to find another vehicle. So I have been stressed. At least I was not hurt. No one was with me. But my Ram was totaled. So it's been quite a stressful week. So this was a lot of help. I find that painting gives me great release and stress release. It's a great therapy. Yeah, I was like driving in the country, and the road is real curvy, and I swerved away from a deer that jumped in front of me, and hit a tree, and took a big chunk of the bark of the tree up into the door well of my truck, and I did, I guess, like 20 something thousand dollars worth of damage. So they totaled the truck. I owed more than the truck is worth, so I'm not really getting any money out of it to pay for a new vehicle. So now I'm like, okay, and I just like stretched myself to pay the insurance and truck payments and everything like in the last couple of weeks. So now I'm like, well, this is just not great. But thank goodness for my brother and his wife. They drove like an hour to me and loaned me his car for a little bit. So I have a borrowed vehicle. So it's been stressful trying to. It took me all day long the first day to even get a collision place to take the truck, because they're all like full, and this is close to a city, so it's kind of crazy. It's been a crazy week for sure. I hope everybody else is doing great. Thank you so much for the positive thoughts. I'm gonna keep painting. I have a big canvas that I will do something with. This is a smaller canvas. If you can see, it is 11 by 16, I think. And this was just for fun. But I'm gonna do a bigger canvas, a little more detail, and I'll probably do that on TikTok just so that people can watch if they want to. But that will be. Thank you so much for the hearts and the likes and the comments and the shares. Y'all are awesome this morning. I know it's kind of early, but again, I wanted to do it in the morning where people are quiet in my house. The people and the dogs. So everybody, my teenagers are still sleeping. And so the bigger canvas that I'm going to do is, I think, like a 20, maybe a 26 by 14 or something of that nature. So it is quite a bit bigger than this one. And I love trees. I seem to paint a lot of trees. I like nature and outdoors paintings. I have one on one of my videos with two people walking on the beach, and that was a stretch for me because I never paint people. My daughter has gotten into painting, and she's probably gonna do something in the art field. But she does a pretty good job of people. That's just never been my thing. So I'm trying to learn how to stretch and challenge myself as well. But I love trees. So I don't know. I've always been like, I felt connected to trees. So I paint a lot of trees. And so whatever I paint will probably maybe be some sort of sunset with trees or something. Um, so we'll stay tuned, and I'll definitely do that on a live, probably maybe next Saturday morning, or next weekend. I'll do the bigger painting. Um, I'm gonna probably have a really busy week this coming week to try to find a new car. And my daughter is trying to go to college in a few weeks, and I even need a vehicle for her as well. But she's gonna go register for classes, and she's got gotten her grant already, but she hadn't actually gotten the classes lined up. So we're gonna be, and be it's gonna be a stressful week. So I'll be outside as much as I can, getting some nature, and trying to ground myself with positive energy. So I appreciate all the positive thoughts that are heading my way too, and prayers, because like I said, it's been one of those kind of weeks. So I hope everybody else is doing well. Bless. I appreciate you joining in and adding to the to the live with your comments in chat. Um, and thank everybody for sharing. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Just kind of trying to think positive, and I thought, I I have like a kind of a bigger family, but nobody lives close to me. And my parents were both gone. So I posted a note to my brother this morning that our mom would be really proud of him for helping me with the car and everything. So it's been good to feel connected to my family that way, is during stressful times. And then I woke up this morning and had so much congestion and allergies, and my eyes were watering, and I'm like, oh no, am I even going to be able to talk? But I do. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. And I'm probably going to get off here in a few minutes. I think I'm going to be boring everybody to death, but thank you. This is like, I've done painting forever. Um, and when my daughter was growing up, she took an interest in art, and I was afraid. I was the parent that was afraid that I would be pushing my own interest onto my children. So I actually backed off on art while my daughter was growing up, because I wanted her to find her own way and not be influenced as much by me. But I think she's a clone of me, because she discovered that she loved art just from taking art class, just from the elementary school level. They do art like one every 3 days or something like that, and then they do art in junior high, a little bit too. But she really found her own way, and she does more. She has taught me that a lot about art, as far as the way it relieves tension. She has anxiety, um, with my life, as far as her relationship with her father and the things that life throws at you. She has adjusted by by getting into art. So she's taught me that art can also be good as far as a therapy for others to and she kind of gave me this idea of trying to share the art and sharing lessons and ability to relieve anxiety and stress just from art. So I wanted to share that with others so that other people can they can get the healing feeling from the art too. And yes, it definitely heals the soul. Again, I appreciate everybody that came in today and joined me. We'll try to do this again. This was like a test run for me. So hopefully the next time it'll be more fun and we'll have more activity around it. But I do appreciate y'all coming in today. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and is blessed, and go outside and enjoy some nature today. That's what I'm my wish for everyone. So thank y'all again for joining in. I do appreciate it, and I'm gonna try to. I'm kind of new with this TikTok live thing. I used to do Facebook live events, but I have never really done much with TikTok, so this is a little bit new for me. I am going to try to download this tutorial into a video once it allows me to, and I'll post that on YouTube, and I'll share it. So thank you, Ravensgate. I appreciate you so much. And thank you, Bliss. Thank you for being here for me. I appreciate that too. So y'all have a great day, and enjoy yourselves, and we will connect again. Be blessed. Be happy.